Okay, so here's my second video. Hopefully, there's not a lot of background noise. We're here at the ranch at Death Valley. We've been here since Monday. I've been doing a lot of praying about what these videos should be about and what I should share. And what I wanted to share was what happened last week in Long Beach. So, I have a friend, she lives in Long Beach. And when we got to California, I started texting her to let her know that I was in the state because I know people have busy lives and they have things that are going on, and I really wanted to be able to reconnect with her because I hadn't seen her since she moved to California. Well, that's not true. She flew back to Florida at some point for a wedding, and we were able to connect over coffee. But I really wanted to see her since I was here in California. So as we made our way down the coast, I kept texting her to let her know. And then when we arrived in Topanga, which is on the northern side of LA, and she was on the south side of LA. She said it was still a little far away for her, so we made arrangements in our schedule to go to Long Beach for a week. And we arrived on Sunday, and we were literally walking distance from the beach and walking distance from downtown. And I texted her and said, hey, can we connect this week? And she said, yeah, I've got time to do coffee on Thursday. So we got up really early at 7 a.m. We met for coffee at Stereoscope, which is a super cool coffee shop, and they have the best matcha. I've never had matcha before, and so that was the first time that I had matcha sweetened with oat milk, and it was so good. And we got to catch up. And so as we were talking, she had asked about our lifestyle, and I said, yeah, we count around everything that we own, and I even bring my sewing machine. And she was like, you have a sewing machine? I said, yeah, I've got a sewing machine. And she's like, hey, I need a dress shortened. Now I will tell you, doing alterations is not my thing, but she needed a dress shortened. She had bought it off Amazon. It was $50. I'm like, look, if I screw it up, I can buy her a new one. But she needed it done for a wedding that she was going to be in. I honestly think it's like next week. So anyway, that was Thursday, and I'm like, yeah, I could do that. And she said, well, but you've got other things that you want to do. Like, I'm sure that you want to like hang out on the beach. And I'm like, no, we made plans to go to dinner tomorrow night on Friday. So just bring me the dress. I'll work on it on Saturday. And then when we see you at church on Sunday, I'll bring it back. So she brought me the dress to dinner on Friday, which we had an amazing dinner, and I got to meet her husband, super cool guy. She's so blessed. She just has a beautiful life, and I've just watched God work in her and through her as he moved her from Florida all the way to California, and the things that he's done in her, just to create a really strong woman of faith. And so I took the dress. I had to go find thread because I didn't have thread that matched the dress. I'd never worked on polyester spandex before. You should use polyester thread. Don't use cotton like I did, but it was what we had available. We found a little craft store that had a little bit of thread in it, and luckily there was thread that matched, even though it was cotton. And when I came back home, I managed to work through with one of my needles to hem the dress, which I'm always nervous about hemming it, but I think it turned out really well. And then I was able to bring her the dress back on Sunday so that she had it for her wedding. Now, like, people ask me all the time, do you guys do missionary work? And I'm like, not the typical missionary work that you would think we would do. Like, we do kingdom work. Like, we show up where we are, and we're present, and we're aware, and we listen to what people have to say and what they need. And the big thing is to ask, right? Like, that's what my friend did. She asked me, can you hem this dress for me? And I had the opportunity to choose, like, did I want to do it, or did I want to help her find somebody else that could do it? But because I had the tools and the resources, and more importantly the time, like, even though I had a short amount of time, like, it would have been nicer if I would have been able to do the research and like do it right, in my like perfectionist spirit, because that's what it is. But I had the enough time that I needed to do what she asked me to do, and it turned out just fine. And that's kingdom work. Like, kingdom work is being aware awake, like awake to what is around you and aware of what's going on. And it's having eyes to see, ears to hear, and the needs of those around you, and just being able to be obedient and respond. And that's like a heart to receive what God is calling you to do, and a mind to obey his will and his way. So that's what I pray a lot, is I say, God, give me eyes to hear. God, give me eyes to see, ears to hear, a heart to receive, and a mind to obey your will and your way. And the more that I pray that prayer, the more opportunities that just continue to show up where I can just shine the light of Jesus and share his love. And like, God knows your needs before you do in most cases. Like, he knew my friend needed her dress hemmed, and he made a way for me to be in Long Beach so that I could invest my time and my talent to serve her and meet that need. All she had to do is ask. So I just encourage you to consider your own needs and what is it that you need to ask for, but also listen and have ears to hear and eyes to see the needs of others around you, and then consider and pray about what it is that you can do to meet their needs, if it is something that you can do, or if it's somebody that you know that can help them, and then you get the opportunity to practice asking. Does that make sense? So anyway, I just wanted to share with you what happened in Long Beach. There's also some stories I have about what happened here in Death Valley, but I'm gonna save those for another video. So if you want to keep hearing about these God testimonies and how he's working in us, through us, and with us as we travel about the world, please subscribe. If you have any questions, definitely send me a message. My website is www.thrivethr1v3.org. I'll put that in the description on this video so that you can check it out. I hope you be blessed and have a great day.